race fans, today is the big day. We are here live here at Daytona International Speedway getting ready for the first race of the fourth season of the NASCAR SEGA Cup. This is the Daytona 500. After an insane Budweiser Shootout and a couple of Gatorade Duels with some intense racing and a couple of bad wrecks, our front row consists of Nathan Hudson in the 6 and the 9 of Alex Ferranti. Now, since both Nathan Hudson and Alex Ferranti did not get involved in accidents in the Gatorade Duels, they are our front row, and our second row consists of our Gatorade Duel winners. Christina Bell, now running in the blue Sega machine in her number 40. She was the winner of Duel number 1, and Duel number 2 winners Jonathan Zorlin will begin this race in the 4th position, running some familiar STP colors on his number 43. A few drivers here are running some new colors. Well, we're going to be here for 30 laps of racing. Pit strategy will definitely be a factor. What kind of action will we see here in the 500? Well, we're going to be racing for 30 laps, and I hope you guys are ready, because I'm certainly ready, as we're just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
I'm up in the center of 1 and 2 up here, so as you're going down the back stretch into 3, it may appear to me that they're inside, but they may be just shy of that. I'll really try to stay on top of that all night, but.
And as the drivers are rolling off pit road, here is your starting lineup for the Daytona 500. Nathan Hudson starting out on the pole. One of the drivers sporting new colors for the 500. He's being sponsored by Wyndham Rewards, starting right beside Sega Cup Series veteran Alex Ferranti. We're going to be racing here for 30 laps here. Finally getting the 4th season of the NASCAR Sega Cup Series underway, as the pace car will now make its way onto pit road. These guys are ready, and I hope all of you guys are ready as well, as the green flag is now out for the Daytona 500. And oh man, we already see some drivers slicing and dicing throughout the field, and we're having our first battle for the lead as Alex Ferranti takes it away here from Nathan Hudson. He's gonna try to show Nathan how it is to lead a lap, as Alex Ferranti will indeed lead the very first lap of the new season. Oh boy, these guys went 4 wide for the lead as Shelton briefly had it, but they settle it back out to 3 wide now, as Michael Collins will hang on to the lead now. But now we're about to have another 3 wide battle for the lead, as Brandon Crasta, He's about to take it away in the number 23, running the DoorDash door pass paint scheme on his number 23. He's going to have a bumper full of the Target Chevrolet. That's William Brock in the 42. William Brock dives down under the 23 car to try to take the lead away. As these guys are already trying to race hard. And, oh man, they're going 4 wide for second. Oh boy, these guys need to hurry up and settle it back to 3 wide, which they do. Oh man, that really could have been disastrous there. William Brock hanging on to that race lead, but now here comes Alex Drayton on the inside. He's trying to bring Cody Lamas along with him, and another Joe Gibbs Racing teammate. That's Tim Fiegel in the 19. And oh man, all these guys are running super close to each other as Alex Drayton, he's going to try to do what he can to run away with that lead as Cody Lamas now goes to the high side. Drayton leads the lap, but here comes Fiegel, Orman, and Dustin Steller on the inside. And oh man, we have intense racing, 3 wide, some rows back. And we see another driver sporting new colors. That's Allison Rain running her Trans Pride Ally paint scheme on her number 7. Recently taking a big change in her life. She is going to show that she definitely can run with the top drivers here. And speaking of top drivers, here comes Dylan Pote, one of the drivers who went for the championship last season, sporting his LS Tractor colors on his number 31. A paint scheme that he's done himself. As Tim Fiegel, he's now the race leader. As Pote now moves to the middle, and now Tim Fiegel, he dives down in front of his teammate Cole Daly. Now Cole Daly, he had that huge flip in the Gatorade Duels, but he's looking to try to put that behind him as he's hanging on to second place. But it looks like he wants more. He dives down to the inside to try to take the lead away from Tim Fiegel, and he's going to try to get help from James Qualls in the number 70. As Cole Daly takes the lead away, now we see James Qualls trying to make his presence known here. As oh boy, we're about to have a 3 wide battle for the lead. As Daly's trying to get some help from his teammate, but I don't think he got it in time. As we now see Samad Oskan in the 91 out of Evernham. He's bringing Seth Cole and Cole Deaver along with him. These guys started in the very back of this race. And oh man, all these drivers are running super close to each other as Seth Cole hangs on to second place. But now we're having a 3 wide battle between him, Cole Deaver, and Joshua Mudd. Joshua Mudd sporting the Nation's Guard colors on his number 5. He's going to have a bumper full of Brayson Mitchell as these guys are still running clean here today. Simon Oscon will indeed lead a lap. Now, I believe the pit window for this race is anywhere between 10 to 13 laps. So these guys are definitely going to have to come down pit road sometime soon. And Simon Oscon, he's hanging on to that inside line, trying to block it from a charging Brayson Mitchell. And as old man Brayson Mitchell, now he dives down to the inside, and he's bringing Dougie Shears and James McLeod along with him. Brayson Mitchell in that number 41. He hasn't had the best of luck in the Gatorade Duels, but he's looking to try to lead his first lap of the season. But here comes Sega Cup Series veteran Dougie Shears now on the inside, sporting the Red Bull colors, and he's bringing James McLeod along with him. As oh man, everyone is running super close to each other. It's only a matter of time before someone gets impatient and maybe try to go 4 wide. But if you do that, you're going to cause an accident, as James McLeod, he now takes the lead away. And oh man, we're literally having a different leader every lap of this thing. As we now see RJ Bishop, he's going to try to look to take the lead. And oh man, now they're going 4 wide back here. Oh, they need to settle it back out to 3 wide. And oh no, there they go. We got a wreck. Oh man, they're wrecking, and there's some drivers going down pit road. Oh man, the caution was out, and that happened as soon as they went for a while. And one of the cars I saw spinning around was Alex Ferranti in the 9. And oh man, there's some right side damage to the 4 of Zachary Fitzwater. There's Michael Norman. There's James Silver Fox. There's Matt McIntyre. Oh man. Oh man, Zachary Fitzwater, he may have been the driver that got the worst of it. I don't see anyone else who might have damage. I'm trying to see who else. There's Dylan Young. He's got some left side damage to that blue deuce. And I don't see anyone else with damage. Is there some damage to Joshua Mudd? No. Wow. Wow. Someone got impatient and tried to make it 4 wide, and they paid the consequences. We're going to have to take a look at our replays to see what happened, as RJ Bishop is our race leader. Here's having to brought out our first caution. Once again, Cody Lamas was at the wrong place at the wrong time as he hooks the left rear quarter panel of Brett Kettingberg, and he also gets into it with Joshua Osborne as Zachary Fitzwater spins out in front of the field. I'm trying to get a better look at it as this is what I caught up on earlier. Joshua Osborne spins out in front of the pack. James Silverfox gets into it with Brandon Crasta. As we see Aaron Macklin, Dylan Young, and Alex Ferranti spin out in the infield and along pit road. And further back here, we see that Fitzwater gets hit by Joshua Osborne in the 1. There's Michael Norman deep under the apron. As we see Dustin Stoller and Nathan Orman try to dive down to get out of the way. And it looks like the 8 did avoid, the 8 and the 48 avoided the 21, so that's good. I don't think anyone's going to retire out of this race. It's just a bunch of cars bunched up, but they all hit their brakes and avoided bigger problems. Before we head back to live action, let's ride on board with the Blue Deuce of Dylan Young. It looks like Dylan Young got a little hit from Christina Bell there, but it looks like that both drivers will be able to continue. So let's head back, getting ready for the restart. And here we are back at the Daytona 500, getting ready to restart on lap number 13. And I was right, no drivers have retired out of the race. We still have our full field of 42 cars. Our leader, once we get back underway, is James McLeod. Second is RJ Bishop. Oh my god, big fail there. Third is Allison Rain. Fourth is Jonathan Zorlin. Fifth is Kyle Matthews. Sixth is Sky Commons. Seventh is Simon Oscon. Eighth is Levi McIntyre. Ninth is Cole Deaver. And rounding out the top 15 is Ryan Acosta. The rest, rounding out the top 10 rather, is Ryan Acosta. The rest of the top 15 are Joshua Mudd, Michael Collins, James Qualls, Dougie Shears, and Charles Sanford. We're getting close to the halfway point of this race, and we did see a big wreck, but luckily no one retired out, as we are now back racing underway here at Daytona. It looks like Kyle Matthews didn't get a chance to get going. I don't know if he's running slow and oh boy, there was some contact between Charles Sanford and James Qualls. Oh man, I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea, but these drivers are going to have to do what they can to bunch back up, because if you get too far away, you don't want to run away with that lead. I don't know if there's some problems with the 77 as Dylan Poteet, he now dives down to try to help Kyle Matthews and Levi McIntyre get up there. But it appears that the 77 is slow, so I don't know if something broke on that 77 or what. But yes, he's definitely getting past as we head back to the front. It's still all about RJ Bishop. We have 5 cars breaking away from the pack. RJ Bishop, Jonathan Zorlin, James McLeod, Allison Rain, and Cole Deaver. Now Cole Deaver, he started this race in the 41st position, I believe. And it looks like he's diving down under Allison Rain for the 4th position. He would love to try to make the number 3. This is actually the very first time that the number 3 has raced in the points race in the NASCAR SEGA Cup. Back here in 6th, we have Michael Collins. 7th now is Joshua Mudd. 8th now is Dougie Shears. And we're having a battle for 9th between Ryan Acosta and Dylan Poteet. But now here comes Steven Gonzalez in the 28. These drivers are going to have to do what they can to catch back up to the front of the pack. They did come down pit road, so hopefully they don't have to pit again for some time. That's RJ Bishop. He now hangs on to the lead, but now here comes Jonathan Zorlin on the inside. He will take the lead away for the first time. But now here comes Allison Rain. She wants to try to lead here today as well. Jonathan Zorlin, he's really showing some strong promise in that number 43. During Daytona Speed Weeks, he really showed some promise. He actually won. He won the first Gatorade Duel, and he actually raced his way into the Budweiser Shootout. As these 5 cars are now going single file, leading this second pack of cars now is Dougie Shears, and we're having a battle for 7th between Michael Collins and Steven Gonzalez, and behind the both of them we have Dustin Stoller and Joshua Mudd. Joshua Mudd getting a little help from Dylan Poteet, and oh man, there was almost some contact between Dylan Poteet and William Brock. That could have been disastrous. Dylan Poteet sticking to the high side right now. Now I think he's gonna let William Brock go as we just hit lap 17. Still all about Jonathan Zorlin though. He's hanging on to that race lead. Let's go to the rear bumper of Jonathan Zorlin. Cole Deaver looks to the high side as Allison Rain. She's looking to try to get a run on that on the race leader, as we now see RJ Bishop going to the low side now. He wants to try to get behind Jonathan Zorlin. But the more that these guys go side by side, the more that it's going to allow that second pack to catch up. And they're actually not that far off. Zorlin continues to lead as we're having a battle for 4th between McLeod and Deaver. Now we see Stephen Colin leading this second pack as they're being led by he's being pushed by Levi McIntyre. Now we see Dylan Poteet and Mr. Jamba himself, Alex Drayton, in that Rush Centers 14 car. And it looks like he just got left on the high side with no help. But these guys are going to have to try to work together to try to catch those lead pack of cars. As we now see Dougie Shears working on the inside of both Drayton and Poteet. Cole Deaver now running up behind James McLeod as RJ Bishop takes the lead away. 5 different drivers from 5 different teams. RJ Bishop with Rouch, James McLeod with Tweenix, Allison Rain with Spire, Cole Deaver with RCR, and Jonathan Zorlin with Richard Petty Motorsports, as we see Stephen Colin leading this second pack. They're going to have to do what they can to catch that first pack, but the laps R&D winding down as RJ Bishop continues to lead, but he has a bumper full of James McLeod. But the question is it going to come down to pit strategy, or are we going to have one more caution? I don't know, but all these drivers right now, they have about almost a 6-second gap, and I don't know if they're actually losing ground or gaining it. We're going to have to check and see once they pass the start finish line, as we're about to have another battle for the lead. James McLeod was going to take it, but now we have a 3 wide for second place as RJ Bishop. He's trying to do what he can to hang on to that lead. He's defended the high side and the low side. And oh boy, we got cars coming down pit road. Jonathan Zorla and Cole Diva, they are coming down pit road. So it's definitely going to come down to pit strategy. Excuse me. And they're actually running away from the pack. These 3 cars are trying to break away as I'm trying to see if any more drivers came down. Dougie Shears now takes over the 4th position. And we're having a battle for 5th between Stephen Cole and Ryan Acosta. Poteet stayed out as well as Seth Cole, Charles Sanford leading this second pack here. Heading back up to the front. It's still all about RJ Bishop, but is Bishop going to come down now? And survey says yes, all 3 of these guys are coming down now. But now what's Dougie Shears going to do? Is he going to stay out? No, he's not. He's also coming in, as well as Colin and Acosta. All the leaders are coming in, and it looks like Jake Rogers and Seth Cole are going to try to roll the dice. Seth Cole running that special DuPont Rainbow in flames on the side. But Jake Rogers, he's gonna try to look under him to take the lead away. This is actually the battle for the lead. Jake Rogers now representing for Evernham as the laps are indeed winding down. We have 8.5 laps to go. But now we're gonna have to see where these drivers are gonna end up, or if pit strategy is gonna be a factor, which I don't think it will, because they're taking their pit stops now. But we're going to have to take a look and see what Jake Rogers is going to do with Seth Cole behind him. And they are indeed coming down, so we're going to have to keep an eye on these guys. Jake Rogers and Seth Cole going down pit road. Now, since Seth Cole started in the back, his pit box is definitely early. But we're going to have to take a look and see if these guys are going to have to come out as the race leader. And it looks like Seth Cole just took 2 side tires and he's out. And here comes Jake Rogers as well. And there's a car just crossing the start finish line. That's Allison Rain in the 7. And if I'm not mistaken, she may be the race leader. I think Allison Rain may be the race leader, but she has a huge lead right now. Oh man, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to take a look and see. She has a giant lead right now, as Jonathan Zorlin is hanging back here in second, and it looks like that they're getting around the number 1 machine of Joshua Osborne, and I believe that they put Joshua Osborne a lap down. But we're gonna have to get back to Allison Rain to confirm if she is the race leader. And yes, she is. Allison Rain, she has a huge lead over the pack right now. But if these guys work together and catch her, she almost has a 5-second lead over Jonathan Zorlin. James McLeod now sits behind himself in 3rd place. 4th now is Steven Gonzalez. 5th is RJ Bishop. 6th is Alex Drayden. 7th is Michael Collins. 8th, Cole Deaver. And Joshua Osborne's a lap down. And we're having a battle for 9th between Stephen Colin and Dougie Shears. And here's another battle for the 11th position between Dustin Steller and Dylan Poteet. These guys are definitely going to have to work together if they want to catch that number 7. They already caught up to the 43, so the more that these guys run together, they're going to have to chase down that number 7, but they're going to have to try to hurry because the laps are indeed winding down. I don't know if Allison Rain is going to have to gun it, or she's going to try to save fuel to ensure that she makes it to the start-finish line. But we have 6.5 laps to go, but they are indeed catching her. On the last lap, she had a 5-second lead, and now it's shrunk down to under 4 seconds. So they're definitely gonna catch her. Oh yeah, oh yes, they're definitely gonna catch her now. As Allison Rain now heads into the tri-oval, they're also approaching the tri-oval. She crosses the line, and RJ Bishop crosses the line with 2 seconds. So yeah, they are definitely chasing her down. Allison Rain better get prepared because these packs of cars, they're coming for her. Let's ride on board with RJ Bishop in the 17. Every single driver here is looking to win the Daytona 500. Steven Gonzalez, our only Daytona 500 winner from last season, he is now running in 5th. How would he feel trying to go for 2 seasons in a row winning the 500? As RJ Bishop just lost 2nd place to Jonathan Zorlin, as they have caught Allison Rain. We have 4 laps to go. They have caught Allison Rain, and it looks to be a 7-car race as they're going 3 wide for the lead. Here comes James McLeod. James McLeod dives down to the inside as he is bringing Alex Dredden along with him. But here comes Michael Collins in the 22. He's pulling he's trying to pull himself a Joey Logano move, not being out front all race long. But when a race is almost over, he's just magically in the top 10 or the top 5. How would he? I bet he would love to win the Daytona 500 here, as he's being pushed by Steven Gonzalez. But the laps are indeed winding down. We have 3 laps to go. James McLeod gonna try to do what he can to hang on to that lead, but they're catching up on a slow car. That's Kyle Matthews. Kyle Matthews, he's gonna have to try to get out of the way of these cars. He's gonna have to stay low or go high, because here comes McLeod. It looks like McLeod's gonna go high. And oh man, there was almost some contact there. As oh boys, they're gonna have to split the 77, and that may have just killed all of the momentum that Gonzalez had. Now the 77 is holding up the 43 of Jonathan Zorlin. Now Michael Collins is gonna try to do what he can to chase down that 51, but we have 2 laps to go. Now James McLeod, his last victory was actually in the Season 3 finale when he won at Armory Digital Super Speedway in the number 91 out of Evernham. How would he feel to win 2 races in a row, technically? But he's going to have to do some defensive driving, because here comes Michael Collins chasing him down. The laps are indeed winding down, and here comes Steven Gonzalez looking to go for 2 in a row in the NASCAR SEGA Cup. But now Michael Collins dives down to the inside. He's going to take the lead away from James McLeod. Here comes Steven Gonzalez looking to make it 3 wide, but Michael Collins, he slams the door on him. We're coming to the white flag now as Allison Rain, she's back up here, but she's going to have a bumper full of RJ Bishop. The white flag is now waving for the 500. Who is going to take it? Gonzalez goes to the outside. That's not what he needed to do. But oh man, it looks like that they're trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. But Michael Collins, he's trying to defend every single line possible. He stops the momentum of Steven Gonzalez, but now he has a bumper full of Allison Rain. Time is running out for the 22. He needs to defend that inside line, but here comes Allison Rain now, being pushed by RJ Bishop. Now RJ Bishop, he's looking to make it 3 wide for the lead. Oh man, this is for the win. Oh man, they're coming out of turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Here comes Jonathan Zorlin now. But it looks like it's going to be the 17 coming out of turn 4 for the final time, winning the Daytona 500 for Season 4. And I believe it's going to be RJ Bishop. RJ Bishop wins the Sega Cup Series Daytona 500 for Season 4. Roush Racing finds himself in victory lane as RJ Bishop will take home the Daytona 500. Oh man, what an incredible finish there. Oh man, you gotta give it up for Jonathan Zorlin. Jonathan Zorlin comes home in second place. Allison Rain comes home in third, running her very special paint scheme. She brings home a podium finish today, but this day will belong to the Fifth Third Bank number 17 Ford Mustang of R.J. Bishop. Export, it's been a while since I've done this. S4 Daytona 500 race number 1, and this race is in the books. Rookie RJ Bishop wins the Daytona 500 here as we have finished our first race of the season. James McLeod ends up with a top 5 and 5th. Steven Gonzalez ends up with a top 10 and 6th. Then we have Michael Collins, Dylan Pote, William Brock, and Cole Deaver. That rounds out our top 10. Stephen Colin, Dougie Shears, Dustin Stuller, Ron Acosta, and Levi McIntyre ends up with a top 15. Then we have Tim Fiegel, Aaron Macklin, Brayson Mitchell, Brandon Crasta, and Joshua Mudd. That rounds out the top 20. And then we have Jake Rogers, Charles Sanford, Nathan Hudson, James Qualls, and Nathan Orman. That rounds out the top 25. Okay. And then we have James Silverfox, Seth Cole, Dylan Young, Danny Wells, and Cole Daly rounds out our top 30. Then we have Brett Kenningberg, Zachary Fitzwater, Jessica Shelton, Michael Norman, and Simon Oscon. Then we have Christina Bell, Cody Lamas, Alex Ferranti, and Matt McIntyre. Matt McIntyre was the last car on the lead lap. And then we have Kyle Matthews, Sky Commons, and Joshua Osborne as the 3 cars 1 lap down. Well, that was a pretty crazy way to end the Daytona 500. But I'm glad that we finally got that race in the books. RJ Bishop, I bet he's going to find his teammates and celebrate. But congratulations one last time to RJ Bishop for taking home the Daytona 500. And we will see you here next week. This time, no longer at Daytona, but we're going to head up north to Rockingham Speedway. So don't forget to watch out for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time.